Willkommen to the beautiful Copenhagen. Today I'll be hosting my latest edition of the Coffee Bike Tour right here in the Danish capital, and we'll be visiting my top 5 cafes around the city, utilizing the city's incredible cycling infrastructure. We'll be starting off here in the neighborhood of Nordhavn at my friend's cafe, Copenhagen. So why don't we go check that out now?
So Copenhagen is all about, or at least our core values are the dreams, the quality and the sustainability, and we try to incorporate that into our coffee as well as into the people that are using us as a platform to drink their coffee and to try to meet and create meaningful relations with people that share those values. So basically it's all about following your heart, following your dream, and how that is working out for us is throughout the coffee and to creating a specialty coffee society in Copenhagen, I guess.
So that was Copenhagen. We had some great coffees, and now we're gonna head on to the next spot.
Look ahead, just look down into the pavement, focus on the legs, just do your thing.
So this is today's hardest climb here in the flat city of Copenhagen. Our next stop, we are on the way to Coffee Collective in, what was it called, Bernikau?
Bernikau, the department of Bernikau.
So here we are at the Coffee Collective, one of the oldest third wave cafes here in Copenhagen. They've been making a real presence around the city. This is actually their 4th location, if you see here on the map. And we ordered an assortment of things. They have everything from espresso tonic, actually a coffee kombucha, which apparently is really nice, isn't it?
Very good.
And even nitro cold brew. So if you look around, it's a beautiful space. They just repainted it. Very summery. Very tasty. On to the next spot. Now traversing through the neighborhood of Amaya, I can't really pronounce it. We're on our way to Cub Coffee Bar, which is previously Copenhagen Coffee Lab. They're still in collaboration, so we're gonna go check that out. We're sitting here in the front of Cub Coffee Bar, and Anders is gonna explain a little bit of their backstory.
Yeah, so it's one of the older specialty coffee players in the market of Copenhagen. They have 2 cafes, one in the inner part of the city and one at Amaya, where we're at now. They have a special relation to a roastery called Copenhagen Coffee Lab, which was also the former name of Cup before they changed it and brought this little cup to their logo. Even though they have a collaboration with the roastery, they roast the coffee themselves and have a very interesting approach to the coffee and the coffees they bring to the table from different parts of the world. So if you're in Copenhagen, you should definitely swing by the cup places.
And I do suggest the croissants. The Danes are not only known for the Danish, I can tell you that. They were out of the cinnamon roll, so I had to settle on this.
Copenhagen.
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 Copenhagen, ja.
Más o menos.
Más o menos.
So we're just crossing the infamous Orange Bridge of Copenhagen on our way to the next destination, which is just over here in Vesterbro, ProvenHack Café.
Wow, yeah, it's very confirmed. Very, very fine. Can we compare? Yeah, it's up there.
So we are now here at ProvenHack Coffee Bar, sitting with Jonas. He is the Danish barista champion, and he's going to share a little bit about where he's coming from with his cafe.
Yeah, so we started, Sebastian and myself, we started ProvenHack Coffee Bar a little more than 2 years ago, and we had a background in specialty coffee, but also in more commodity coffee, but we spent a lot of time focusing on the guests instead. So with ProvenHack we wanted to combine like the really good service with really good coffee, and the idea is that we, even though we spend a lot of time tasting the coffees and brewing them, and even also starting to source the coffee that we roast ourselves, we always do this because we want to give the guests the best possible experience, and because that makes sense to us. That's why we go to work. That's what makes it meaningful to us. We have like amazing staff as well that helps with this. It's super great. We're very happy.
That's amazing. Thanks so much, Jonas. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
In person. And this Burundi, even though it is all about the people, this Burundi still does taste really amazing. So thanks for that as well.
Thank you very much.
These ceramic cups right here, they're still in prototype, but they were designed for Jonas's competition for the presentation, and well, they were designed by a local ceramicist here in Copenhagen, just nearby, and they're actually designed with the intention of using this foamy material as an insulation so you don't burn your fingers on the cup. They also have a very bowl-like shape, so you can taste all the aromas and also swirl your espresso or coffee just like a wine. Very cool. Do that again. So we're here at the last stop, Andersen Maillard. This is Hans, the Andersen of Andersen and Maillard, and we're sipping a Peruvian coffee, which he just roasted 4 days ago. As you can see, the roaster's right here behind us, and I'm very happy to sit with him because he has designed a beautiful space here, all about coffee. How long have you been operating this space?
A couple of months. 4 or 5 months, I think. It seems like a couple of years, but lots of the stuff in here is already worn down. But since February 3, and now we are in the beginning of July. Yeah.
That's awesome, and it looks like a success. I tried your sandwiches, which were also amazing, and I tried your coffee ice cream. Do you want to explain a little bit behind that?
That's the thing that we're quite proud of. We make a lot of cafe latte and a lot of cappuccino. And therefore we also used to throw out a lot of milk. But we started to collect all that milk, and then we turn it into a soft ice, where if we have leftover coffee, also turn that into the coffee flavor of the soft ice.
Wow. So leftover espresso or batch brew?
Anything. Mostly we need to add up with a lot of brewed espresso.
Oh, okay.
And usually it's served in a croissant cone. When it's not served in a croissant cone, then it's served with a waffle on top that is made from yesterday's sour bread.
Oh wow! So it's all like about reusing past materials.
It's 95% trash.
But it doesn't taste like trash. I had it the other day.
It tastes really good.
It's really nice, and I like the concept of reutilizing the waste. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I like the space. I mean, it's you can tell it's very centered around coffee, but also pushing it to the next level. Roasting great coffee. Everything's done in house. You can see coffee bags just piled up around everywhere. So
most things in here looks like it, either because it was the cheapest way to do it, and because it has to. Right now, the roastery it fills up most of the coffee shop, so it's very fluent. But I like people to sit just in the middle of everything.
Yeah. No, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hans. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Cool. So that's Copenhagen, or at least part of it anyway. We visited some really nice cafes, got to chat with some passionate people, including my good friend Anders here, who helped co-coordinate this whole tour on behalf of Copenhagen and on behalf of A Love of Coffee. Have you tried this ice cream, by the way?
I would love to, yeah.
There you go. See yourself. Yeah, we're done with the tour. We're all coffeeed out.
Incredible. Yeah, I really love it.
It's really good ice cream if you ever get a chance to come by. But yeah, it's been beautiful weather here in Copenhagen. If you know of any other cafes in Copenhagen that you like, leave a comment below and just share your experience in them. I would love to read about and find out about more cafes. If you like this video, hit a like and subscribe to us, or at least to me if you haven't already. And you'll be seeing more of him in the future. What should we do now?
I think my saying is always that after coffee comes wine.
Do they drink wine here in Denmark?
A bit. It happens every now and then.
Let's go grab some wine. I'm on Nespresso Brain. Let's just end this video. Okay, cut.